How about now? How about now? Can you hear me? Perfect. All right, I accidentally turned off the audio. Nice. Yeah, no Deontay. Gilligan's out too? I didn't hear about that. I knew Deontay was out, and I knew Taysom was out. I did not hear about Gilligan. Undisclosed illness. I assume that's COVID. Let's check Twitter. Let us check Twitter, which you guys should follow me on. What am I looking up? Blake Gilligan. How do I spell it? Gilligan. Perfect. Huh. Yeah, illness. Weird. That is weird. Oh, he's not out. He just missed. Okay. Okay. I knew about Taysom and Deontay. I knew about that. How do y'all like my room or my apartment's room? Need more on this side. I don't know what to put on it yet though. It doesn't look as dull in person. I promise you that. It does not it's not as dull in person. There's actually probably two like there's a flag over there. My Lutz jersey is behind here. Like there's a bunch of shit on my desk. I've seen a lot of noise about us getting Robert Quinn. Thoughts? I'm it's actually funny because I'm pretty sure is it just the Who Dat Dish is the one. Oh no, it's not the we're not the only one. Anyway, we put out an article saying that. I would not be mad at that. We have not been able to get pass rush, but at the same time, if we didn't want to pay Trey Hendrickson, why would we get Robert Quinn when he's just an older version of Trey Hendrickson? You know what I mean? I feel like we still got to give Peyton Turner his shot. Uh, Dav just can't stay healthy. And it doesn't seem like Turner can either. We drafted the same player twice. What's up, J Dog? What's up, Deville? H Day. Why did I just say H Day? We should be getting back McCoy and Armstead. Yeah, I did hear about that. God, thank God for McCoy. I never realized how valuable he is to this offensive line. Uh, you could just see it. I think he's hell under it. And getting Armstead back will be good, even though I don't think he'll be a Saint next year. Who dat is right. It's been way too long since I did this. And it's just hard. You gotta live with three other people. They're all out of town, that's why I do it. When are we getting Thomas back? There's no actual day, like set day. I would assume week 9 after the Tampa Bay game. James Hurst has the highest pass block win rate this year. Do you mean from opposing edge rushers? I wouldn't be surprised. Putting up 5.5 sacks thus far. It doesn't look like he stopped at all or took a step back. Yeah, I gotta agree. It's not even just the sacks; it's the pressures. He's looked good, and I will say I didn't think he would fall off in Cincinnati, but I did not think he would keep up the production just because I did think he was a little bit of a product of our O line. But good for him, man. Um, never gonna not want to see him succeed. Oh, we got 7 people in here. I'm actually so thankful for y'all. I haven't posted in 2 weeks. I'm still barely uploading once a week when I was, and y'all still coming out to my streams. I appreciate that. It's hard. It's hard because I have a college schedule, but it's also like living with people. it's still weird to record with people in the house. It's just like I don't know. With my family, it was normal, but like I don't know. For some reason, it just hasn't clicked yet. But I'll have I'll get back on like consistently uploading. So the choice is now put McCoy back at center, keep Ruiz there, and put McCoy at. I'm gonna assume he'll put McCoy at center and Ruiz at guard. That's what I assume. It's how we came into the year. Is there anything I can? Can I see a comparison of Caesar? If it was any stat, it would, or any website, it would be Louise player profile. I've been trying to get into advanced analytics. Your boy is applying for another job. Well, I might be applying for two. I'm applying. I want one, and but I don't think I'm qualified. That's the. Oh, they don't do advanced analytics for O linemen. Well, that's painful. Oh well. Probably another week or two for Lutz. I saw that. I was disappointed. I mean, come on, like. I want this back. I want him back. I need him back. Ugh. I don't know. It was weird reading a bunch of ESPN lists, and somehow James Hurst was at the top of pass block win rate. I heard Saints really like Landon Young. What do you mean? Like, what is? You have to explain. As in, he's winning his blocks, or edge rushers have uh he's actually not having it doesn't he hasn't been terrible. Look bad. I mean, for who he is, 200 snaps played and only one sack. I'm not gonna get mad at him. He's a backup. Dog, I look like shit. But yeah, so the other reason it's hard is because I'm already putting out Saints content. Some of you guys know this, but I write for Who Dat Dish, so it's like putting out Saints content there. Sometimes it's just like I forget to make a video because I've already done my weekly Saints. I do enjoy that though. That is very fun. I like writing. So what's up with you guys? Or any other Saints questions? I really just don't care. No one, all my roommates are out of town, and I'm just here to vibe. I think I can take this band-aid off now. Ah. Oh, 100%. And that's stupid that they timed you out. Saints fans are 100% spoiled. 100% spoiled. That's actually stupid that they would kick you as long as your opinion doesn't hurt anyone that they'd kick you out of that. We are 100% spoiled. I mean, I will even say myself included. We lose one. I mean, okay, well, when we lose, I go nuts. I mean, we could literally be a poverty. We could be Lions fans, guys. We could be Lions fans. Do you know how tragic that is? I mean, no, we've been very blessed to see a competent playoff team each and every year, and I think this team is even competing for playoffs. Could be 4-2 after tonight, and easily, honestly, 5-1 if we just don't lose to the fucking Giants. Obviously, this team angers me, but sometimes. But no, we have definitely gotten like a little too like we must win. I don't know. Recently, thoughts on the Marlon Mack interest? I mean, with Tony Jones, I liked what I saw from Tony Jones. If they don't want to take much for Mack, by all means, I will take Marlon Mack. I actually do think Marlon Mack is a starter in this league. Um, I really do. Genuinely, I think he could be a starter in this league. He just got replaced by Jonathan Taylor, who is a beast, but we can bring him in. I have no problem with it. As long as it's below a fourth. Just because Tony should be back. I really like him. I want to keep our picks. Since 74, I would listen on the radio, and during the Washington game, they were putting down Peyton. They did something good and post change, and Winston did something bad, and they. Oh, I see. Yeah, man. Oh, when you were 4. Okay. I was at the Washington game. One of the best experiences of my life. One of the best experiences of my life. Um, I really, I kind of regret not making like a vlog, but I really wanted to just savor the moment. Oh my god. And that wasn't even the dome. It was awesome. We took over. Um, it literally looked like a home. It was so awesome to just be a part of that like culture. It was just it genuinely. I was literally texting my mom in the middle of it. I was like, "This is one of the best days of my life." My friend looks over. He's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, dude." Oh, that was just an unforgettable experience. I was heckling fans. I was banging on chairs. There's this Washington fan next to me. He's like 40, 50 years old. Every time he'd be obnoxious. He'd be like, "First down," because he saw me being obnoxious. So he'd be like, "First down, first down," and then I just look at him. I was literally like this. I was literally I stood the entire game, and when we would score, I would bang my hands on the fucking chair like that. Oh my god. I I was in shorts, so yeah, the temperature was fine. How did we not get Gilmore for what the Panthers gave up? So the Panthers are smart and yeeted everyone. Basically, but it's not that they yeeted. It's not that they tricked everyone. They just outsmarted everyone else. The Patriots were about to release Gilmore. I was literally in class writing an article about it. I was like, the New Orleans Saints, and I finished it. I finished the article in class. I missed the entire lecture. I checked my phone. Stephon Gilmore goes to the Panthers. What happened was the report came out they were going to release Gilmore. It never actually happened. So the Panthers had, hey, Patriots, we'll give you what they give a fifth, I think, and they're like, fuck it, we got nothing else better. And that's just what smart GMs do. I mean, the Panthers are making great moves. They got CJ Henderson, now Gilmore. I love what they did this offseason. Darnold just has to figure it out, which I don't know if I mean, he is one of my fantasy quarterbacks. I have a trio. I didn't draft this team, all right? I took it over, so normally I would not have Sam Darnold. I would have Ryan Tannehill. He used my quarterback in like 3 leagues, including the subscriber league one, which I am 6-0 in. I am 6-0 in the subscriber fantasy league football. Your boy is a beast. Ugh, I can't look at myself. I hate looking at myself in the playback. I'm excited, but also I don't like Monday night games. I do because it gives me something to look forward to on Monday. Oh shit, my bad. Oh, my bad. About Anyamata. My bad. I just totally zoned out. The pussification? Am I just stupid? I'm probably just stupid. Is that a word? Are you saying the fan base became pussies? When is Anyamata coming back? I saw your question about sleepers. I will answer that in a second. Kind of hard. It depends on your league, but when is I want to actually know. Anyamata suspended for 6 games. We are 3-2. Bye week. Is it this? Does the bye week count? Ah! It's either this week or next week. It was a 6 game suspension. I just don't know if the bye week counts or not. I feel like it's next week. I think it's the Buccaneers game is when we get Anyamata back. All right, fantasy sleepers. Bring back Akeem Hicks. That would be dope. That would be dope. I'm pretty. Did I make a video on that? Thought I did. I don't really remember. That'd be dope though. Sorry, I just blanked out. Fantasy sleeper. Hicks does still play for the Bears, I believe. Let's see what type of year he's having. Briefly. Yeah, he's still on the Bears. But the thing is, they are kind of competing. They're kind of competing. That's the thing, though. Their defense is just so good, it just makes up for the crappiness of their offense. And Matt Nagy is on the hot seat. I believe their GM is too, so I don't know if I see them doing that. Even though I did just make a whole article on how Allen Robinson will be or could be traded to us. Let me check some of my leagues to get fantasy sleepers. I would have told you pick up Ernest Johnson. Rodgers kind of does it. That was funny. I was watching. I was like, "What did you say?" And then they played it back. Javonte Williams is not a bad pickup. I think the Broncos are, if he's available in your league, starting to realize. Sterling Shepard is available in a ton of leagues, especially if you're full PPR. Daniel Jones targets the shit out of this man. I like Sterling Shepard. I actually might go pick him up. Why is he available in this league? I'm trying to think. Those would be my two. That's why, because my team is so good. Sterling Shepard and I would say Javonte Williams of the Denver Broncos. Because they're starting to realize Melvin Gordon is poo-poo. Javonte Williams. Here, I can put it in the chat. Oops. Those would be my fantasy. It just depends if they're in their league. Did I say poo-poo? Who was I saying poo-poo to? Oh, I was saying Melvin Gordon is... Because they're splitting it, but it's so clear that Williams is better. No problem, man. What's my combined record? Let's see my combined record across all my leagues. I'm 6-0 in one league. I'm 4-2 in another. That's 10-2. 2-4 in another. So that's 12-6. I'm 14-10. Man, that's a bad year for me. In my defense, one of the 2-4 teams, I did not draft. I took it over, and it was very bad. So it might not even have 2 wins if it wasn't for me. We're gonna Ignore that, though. I'm mad. 14-10 is kind of poopy. No problem, man. So, what's up with y'all? Did I make a video on Game Hacks? I swore I did. I swore I did. I at least talked about it with somebody. How do I spell Akeem Hicks? You know, it's probably not that long ago. If I did do it, there's Anyamana. I really need to learn how to make other thumbnails. Huh, maybe I never did. Might be a good new video. Oops. Um, Basketball's back. Basketball's been dope. Lonzo Ball looking like a whole beast. I need a haircut, man. I'm looking at my hair and the. Oh my god, it's so bad. How would the Allen Robinson deal work? I mean, what do you mean? Like, I'm assuming you mean money wise, or because he's on a 1 year deal. So basically, the Saints would have to. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. That league is gay. I didn't know AJ Brown would be shit. Alright, I was very high on him. And then he sucked. That's not my fault. Actually, let me see that team. Yeah, that's that league, right? Yeah, it's AJ Brown being or not. It's not all him. Also, Tyler Lockett hasn't been good in 2 weeks. Best kicker though. Unshoveless is out. Basically, for Allen Robinson to come here, it would take us to change or work the cap, which isn't hard. Apparently, with injuries coming back, we can make it. Then sign him to a new deal and do what we always do and kick the can down the road. I did beat you. That saved my season. You want? Who was I trying to give you? I forgot who I was trying to give you. I offered you a really bad trade, hoping you'd accept it. I knew it exactly what I was doing. Oh, it's definitely for Debo. Dude, I love that man. I knew he was going to be good. Allen Robinson been mid this year. Nah. Here's the thing about Allen Robinson. Here's the thing about Allen Robinson. Well, yes, you're right. The entire Bears offense has been mid. My trades were terrible. I knew exactly what I was doing. No, I would never trade Deontay. That's my boy. That's my boy. I love that man. Is that who I went for? That's why. I love that man. I love that man. Yeah, that's why. I love that man. He's so good on such a shitty team. If they had any other quarterback besides Ben Roethlisberger, he'd probably be a top. Well, okay. Stat wise, he might be a top 10 receiver. But no, the thing about Robinson is like, it's bad, but I don't think it's all him. You got a rookie quarterback. They're not throwing the ball that much. I think Fields has only attempted 25 passes once. Though the catch rate is down. I just did a whole article on this. That's why I have all the things in the top of my head. The catch rate was down. I don't think it's really him. I don't think this is some 28-year-old slump or whatever. I just think Matt Nagy is terrible at trades. The Washington game was great. Honestly, it was like a home game. I don't understand how pathetic their fan base is. It's actually sad. Like, I mean, granted, I was in the away section, but it was pretty sad. I thought this old dude was about to beat me up. I was obnoxious. I was absolutely obnoxious. If we had Marlon Mack and OBJ, I'd be, dude, why did everybody want OBJ? It makes absolutely no sense. We already have, and I'm going to hate myself for saying this, an injured wide receiver that kind of now is considered injury prone. We don't need another. Marlon Mack is cool. I'm fine with Marlon Mack, even though he is kind of an injury prone back. But I mean, that would be a trio of backs. Holy shit. Kamara, Mack, and Jones Jr. Man, give me Deontay Johnson. He's so sexy. That's who the Saints should trade for. Um, this is the game though where I think you see our offense. It's totally off topic, but see our offense actually look like. If it's going to look like a good offense, it's going to be this game. I think all we need to do is make a move for a defensive tackle, and we're good. Yeah, Roach isn't bad, but I don't think he's full time. I was at College Park. Leo, I'm gonna have to tell you about that, but Leo is an interesting man. I don't know where the fuck he took us, but it was. Oh, and so I'm. Here's what happened. I drove home, and then I texted the boys. I planned. I went with Jason, so I was like, "Oh, idiots want to meet up," and then what did I do? What did I do after that? Oh, we went to College Park because that's where Leo kind of forced us to go. And then we went to what the hell was it? We went to some disgusting bar. Leo, dog, he's so weird now. We are either drafting an offensive tackle and an X shooter replaced for or a defensive tackle. I think we're drafting a tackle. The Saints love drafting O linemen, and I don't see us re-signing him. We're already in cap hell. But yeah, I came home for the weekend to see my best friend, Jameis Winston. Dude, that was lit. I feel like we could get OBJ. I don't see. I could see the trade happening. I just don't see why. Like, Michael Thomas hasn't played in a year and a half. We already have a inconsistently healthy wide receiver. We don't need another. In fact, I'd say we need someone that's like more reliable, like health wise. OBJ's injury list is absolutely long. Like I saw a screenshot of it. The man is always injured, and apparently has been playing through a torn labrum for 10 years because he doesn't want the surgery. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But I feel like one of the fits I was thinking of that actually makes a lot of sense. I'm a little biased. I don't know how this would. No, actually, I think it could work. Would be Devontae Parker of the Dolphins because he's not too expensive. He's good, and he's kind of just what we need. A good slot guy. The Dolphins aren't good this year. They want Jalen Waddle to develop even more. It makes sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense about it would be the fact that him and MT beefed on Twitter like a year or two ago. But I think they're both grown men and can get past it. See, someone else agrees with me. Devontae Parker to the Saints. We had interest before. I think before he signed his deal, we had interest. So I guess it's faded. He's 28, so he's on the older side, but not super old. I just think it makes a lot of sense. What was the one reason I said no? There was one reason I said no, but it doesn't really apply now because they're they just lost to the Jaguars. They suck. I don't understand why they suck. Well, yes, I do, but that's crazy because they're gonna have to go rebuild again, or not, or half rebuild. I don't see them sticking with Tua after this year because they hate Tua. Like this man barely get. I'm not saying he's like exceptional, but he has not really gotten the chance to be like Tua. He would get yanked last year out of games, and this year he's played one or two games, and yeah, they weren't great all the time. But how else is he going to learn? But no, I. It'll be interesting. Miami? I don't know. I saw the rumors. Oh wow, man! Tua would go to Washington, and uh, Tua would go to Washington. That was the because the Texans said they have no interest in Tua at all, so he'd have to go somewhere else. The thing is, here's what's going to happen if Watson is traded, though. It's not going to matter because Goodell's going to put him on the exempt list until his cases are solved. Because he's not going to let him play with 22 allegations. That's just not going to happen. I was even thinking DJ Chark, but that's also. Oh, you know who else thought of that and then cursed him somehow? Oh, what a night that was. Oh, I got flamed on by old people on Facebook. uh, so I made an article. What week did the Jaguars play the Bengals? I think it was week 3, maybe week 4. I made it. I sent it to my boss, and it was Thursday night football. All I know is I was at Buffalo Wild Wings, so that makes sense for it to be Thursday. Yes, it was Thursday night football. The first play of the game, DJ Chark gets injured. My boss emails me the next day. She's like, "Oh, I know he was injured, but we can put a note out. I think there's some really good content and whatever." I was like, "Okay, I guess." Man, you would be surprised how many old heads on Facebook actually. No, because they didn't even read it. That was a thing. It's actually funny. Honestly, if you want to go to the post, it's kind of hilarious. Honestly, it's kind of funny being roasted by old people on Facebook. It like at first I was like, ugh, and then I was like, this is kind of hilarious. These are like 40-year-old people roasting me. They probably wouldn't if they knew I was a college student, but they don't. It was actually pretty funny. Like I can oh fuck, what's my password? I can read you some of the comments. One of them was actually hilarious. Like I laughed out loud to it. People told me I should be fired. It was pretty funny. Like honestly. Like looking back, it was now kind of funny. A lot of people had stuff to say. Let's go. Let's go. Let's find it. God, that one did good. Oh no, I just clicked the link. Come on, let's get to it. Is it that old? Did they post that much? Come on. Come on. There it is. Alright. Let's see. Uh It's from Who Dat Dish, nothing but garbage comes from here. Terrible article. Why would we do that? Let's see. He was just carted off the field yesterday. Why are you writing articles? Let's go pick him up from the hospital. Uh, let's see. There was other ones. Oh no, it's not gonna show anymore. Is it? Or is it? I like being roasted. Oh yeah, it is. This site needs writers who are knowledgeable with the Saints. None of these guys should be Saints writers. I don't even know what that one means. Just stop with this nonsense. The guy that wrote this isn't too bright if he thinks this is a good idea. Who the fuck is the idiot that wrote this article? Hopefully we could get Chark in free agency next year. Yeah, we'll see. I like Chark. He's tall, fast, pretty good hands. He's got good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, we suck at drafting receivers. Except Mike. He's good. I like Mike. Um, yeah. But hey, apparently saying DJ Chark is a good fit on the Saints is a terrible take. Right. I, it did teach me a lesson. Don't just agree or lost blindly. Ooh. Ooh. When do the Bulls play? God, the best team in basketball is playing right now. Gotta clap it up. How's the boy doing? Lonzo, 7 points. You better be shooting efficiently. It's okay. Oh, you have 2 steals and 2. God, clap it up. God, I love Lonzo Ball. The jersey coming on the way. I got a LeBron one in the mail today. I have a couple jerseys. I have a lot of jerseys on the way. I have a Camara one. I have a Chauncey one because he made me buy it. That's real. I'm not lying. He made me buy it. Well, he didn't make me. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because I know I don't link my personal. Basically, I put on his post, if CD Deuce likes this, I'll buy his jersey. Uh, he pinned it, liked it. I'm a man of my word. So, I bought the jersey. It just may or may not have been from DH Gate. I'm broke, alright? But yeah, I have a Camara. Let's see. Actually, I don't have that many more coming in. Alonzo, LeBron one's in. I bought this sick Juice WRLD one. I think it's cool. I don't have it in me because it's in the wash, but I can show you a picture of it. I think it's cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. Everyone tells me I wear too many jerseys, and they're definitely right. Oh, you can't even see that. I'm looking at the playback. You'll probably see me rocking it in a video or whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of see. I'm tossing back and forth with this. I'm excited for the Monday game. It's like now I don't. have Saints tomorrow. Like, obviously there's football, but it's not the same. You know? But then on Monday, I'm going to be like, huh, lit. Oh, the posters in the background? That's LeBron. That's the Saints pennant. That's Travis Scott's rodeo album, or the cover of it. And then over there, you can barely see it, is a Saints flag. What else do I have in here? I have a signed photo over there. Can't see it. Um, my MT ball's over there. My pride and joy. I live for that thing. Just kidding. Slightly. I want to get a couple more posters. It's because this guy was selling them on campus and it was so convenient. But I thought he'd be coming back, so I was like, all right, I'll get these two now, and another time I'll get more. But he didn't come back because I saw him twice, so I assumed, oh, he's coming like weekly. But it's not that deep. My room is not as dull looking as it looks on the screen. It's just the angle this is at. There's a whole desk in here. And trash that needs to be taken. A closet. That may or may not be messy as well. And have one of the most unique jerseys in it. Well, it's not that the jersey's unique, it's just that me owning it is unique. There is no way any of you will guess one of the jerseys that's in my closet. I'll tell you, it's a current NFL player. And they're in the AFC. That's all I'll say. That's why it makes no sense for me to own this. I'll be honest, I just saw it. It was a good deal. I'm going to try and sell it. No. Dog, I just realized either I put out a video at 11. Dog, I'm going to have to put out a video at like 11:30. Depending on when that game ends. That's excuse me, crazy. What do I have to do for homework? I gotta read. Anything else I want to get off my list? Okay, wash car I forgot to do, so I'll have to do that tomorrow. I have to read. I worked on my story. I might work on my resume a little bit. It's no fun being grown up. I really should get, because it gets, like, not boring, but, like, I don't know. I want to get StreamYard up so I can talk to y'all. Dude, I need a haircut so badly. I think I'm gonna get one on Tuesday. My hair looks like shit. I'm just scared they're gonna make it too short, and that's why I've been procrastinating it. What do you think our playoff chances are? Check that NFC. Right now, I know we're in it. You know, we're just that good. I do think the Panthers are gonna bounce back. I'm not saying that means they'll make it over on us. I do think they will bounce back. I don't know what to feel about the Vikings. The Bears now. Honestly, I think they're pretty decent. We beat Seattle. We knock them to 2-5. They're without Russell Wilson for a while. The Washington football team looks like crap. The Niners, I just don't think they're gonna sustain well. I think the Panthers are gonna bounce back. The Bears, I just that offense, I can't see them going that far. I think they're pretty decent. There's a couple teams that are just disappointing this year. I gotta say, we're 3-2, looking to move 4-2. Say at least 50%, probably 50%. No, that's a little generous because I'm trying to think. I'm trying. Okay. Maybe not 50% because I'm trying to think realistically. I feel like the Cardinals right now are at a 50% chance, like statistically wise. So I don't know. I think there's a good chance we make the playoffs based on the current standings. I really hope I didn't just jinx the team and Jameis gets injured tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Monday. The reason I don't do record predictions, man. Time's at 9. I'm so bored. I'm not bored. I miss having people in the house. Apartment. I don't know why I call it a house. It basically, it's not a house. I've just never lived in an apartment, so everything to me is a house. I got my resume done by Wednesday. That's actually good because then it forces me to do that, so then I can apply for that. Telling you, boys, I have the most confidence in myself than I've ever had. It's just crazy, you know. Like I just realized there are things that I do that are way more impressive than I give myself credit for. And then when I got dumped, I realized how many supportive people there are in my life, and I started going to the gym, and I don't know, everything just kind of took off after that. Thoughts on Von Hail Mary Jameis? Jameis is God, okay? We're not gonna say no. Okay, realistically, I think Jameis has done a pretty darn good job for what he's been given. Besides Alvin Kamara, this offense has not been very good. And the receiving core is one of the worst in the leagues, and he's managed to stay in the top of touchdowns, passing touchdowns. We're 3-2, looking at 4-2. I really think for what he's been. I mean, think about it. Our top guy is Marquez Callaway. I love the kid, but he's in no way a one. We've been working with Taysom Hill and Jawan Johnson as our tight ends because Adam Trotman is non-existent. Um, like it's just you're not gonna see him put up freaking 300-yard games when that's our offense, and Sean knows that, and that's why he's been playing more of a game manager role. I think when you see Michael Thomas come back, you'll see kind of those bigger stats, and I also think it doesn't really look like Sean trusts him because when we do get to see the deep ball from Jameis, it looks good and it's worked well. He's not throwing picks, and he's got a good deep ball. Do I start OBJ or Smith for Tom? I'm assuming you mean tomorrow's fantasy. Devonta Smith, I would assume is who you mean. Who do the Eagles play? Eagles play the Raiders and the Browns. played on Thursday. You can't play OBJ though. Unless you mean for next week. Oh shit, where am I applying for? Um, I want to apply for this company called the 33rd Team. I don't think I'm qualified though. I looked at some of their employees and holy crap, these kids are really um and then there's this other I honestly forget what it's called, but I would be a draft scout slash team writer. That one I think I could get. Oh, you mean next week? Okay. Let me look at the matchups. I'd probably go Devonta Smith. Case Keenum is kind of poopy. Oh no, go Devonta Smith. Go Devonta Smith. I go Devonta Smith. Go Devonta Smith. They play the Lions. I just OBJ's literally playing battered. I don't know why he won't sit out or get surgery on the freaking torn labrum he has. And also just because, well, I guess I would say the same about. No, honestly, it really looked like Keenum was targeting Jarvis more. I would go Devonta Smith, in my personal opinion. Oh, my laptop's gonna die. Some weird noises going on outside. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I feel like Jameis has really been capped. We're literally it doesn't feel like we let him throw deep much. I mean, think about it. He threw a beautiful deep ball, gets called back, and Sean Payton's next idea is let's put a different quarterback in to throw it. Yeah, I don't know. Taysom got heart though. Love the kid. Not kid because he's older than me. Love the guy. I just don't want him anywhere near as a quarterback. No, I agree. It doesn't. It's just we have not let Jameis be, and that's partially, I believe, because they're a little scared of the past Jameis turnover wise. But uh, how's Lonzo doing? Lonzo, how the fuck do you have three? God, you're so good at life. And the Bulls are winning. They're just the best team in the league. It's a beautiful sight. They're throwing in and outs all the time, and they're catching onto it. Yeah, the other thing I could say is Sean knows who our receivers are. And most of them aren't really getting open. You know, it's a big ask for Marquez to just be shifted in the top guy. I don't know. I think it's, I truthfully think though when Mike comes back, That's when you'll see this offense look like an offense that isn't scared and it will look good on the field and on paper. I feel like on the field it has, excuse me, it hasn't looked that bad. On paper, it kind of looks bad, like statistically, but that's mainly because I mean the a lot of times our defense has set us up very well. So that's the same thing with the Seahawks. The Seahawks just have Geno Smith right now. That's their problem. And then Chris Carson's out. Except Alex Collins has been doing good in this place. I think the Seahawks' problem is just they need Russell Wilson. Damn, sucks. Thank God football's on tomorrow. Oh, thank God my roommate's gonna. And then it's school. Pain. But it's Saints game day. And then Tuesday comes. I would disagree. If here's the thing, they definitely did throw. I mean, Tyler Lockett was killed it the first 2 weeks of fantasy. Now, what you might be talking about, and I could agree with, is how Pete Carroll runs his offense. Um, Pete Carroll is very run heavy, and Russell Wilson is the quarterback, so he's very pass heavy. They clash a lot, and Pete Carroll wants to win through his defense, but the thing is, they can't do that. So, I truly think when Callie goes to be a number two, and with how much attention Mike commands, it's gonna be good. I'm very excited for his return. I'm sad because I really thought it was this week before the reports, and unfortunately, it's not. But we, what I think week nine, week nine. Well, really hope to see him back, man. My favorite player. So yeah, I do wish he could. You're good, man. Yeah, I really do wish he's ready for the Bucks. I mean, although I don't think we'd win that game anyway, I just want to see him on the field, man. But we did this to ourselves last year, forcing him on the field, so it's good. So good. We're taking precaution. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm sorry. Yeah, just stuff on my mind. Sorry. Am I going live for the games tomorrow? Probably not. I might publish a video though. Yeah, I'll see what I can do about. Depends what time I get up. Because once it hits 1 o'clock, the only thing I do is watch football. I think it would be like a preview video. And Monday I should have a game recap, even though it'll be uploaded at like 11 or 11:30, because that's when the game will likely be over. Not many good games tomorrow. I feel like that's true. I can't think off the top. I mean, there's like 80 teams on bye week. I know that. Football's football, man. Chiefs Titans battle of the shitty defenses. Washington Packers gonna. Bengals Ravens is on it. I think could be a good game. I mean, I think the Ravens will win, but man, these games suck. Panthers Giants, Falcons Dolphins, Jets Patriots. Then the 4 o'clock games are Eagles Raiders, Lions Rams, Bears Bucks, Texans Cardinals. Colts Niners should be a decent game. God, these games suck. You are not kidding, but football's football, so. Football is football. With the end, oh, tight ends. Oh yeah, Adam Trotman has let me down tremendously this year. I was very excited for him, but it is not been a pretty season for him. And then Jawan has stepped up relatively well for what I expected out of him. That was a good pickup. I do think I'm gonna end the stream soon, though. I just got a lot on my mind now. I feel bad, but I can't really control the thoughts that pop in my head. Um, the thing about Monday is If we suck offensively, I'm gonna be kind of worried though, because that's a pretty bad defense, and I feel like this is the game. Oh, I see. Traquan's been hurt though, and is always hurt. I hope to see him finally break out though. I did just trade for him in a fantasy league. Before you're like, you have Traquan Smith. It's like 12-person league and there's 30 bench spots. So the waiver wires are like Adam Humphries. Uh, Traquan's not playing this week. Yeah, I think it should be a good game. Um, assume you mean rushing touchdowns. I mean that's just Sean being gay for Taysom. If the ball's going into the end zone, then it's going in the end zone. But I would say our run game. Kamara's been good, but efficiency wise, this is not his best year. Like yards per carry numbers. Oh my god. Lonzo Ball highlights. I mean, holy shit. But my laptop is about to die, boys, so I do think I'm going to call it. Um, Final questions, thoughts. All right, then, boys. I appreciate y'all for coming out. Peace.